Independence and objectivity. This lesson is about why the most helpful thing an auditor could do is often the one thing they must refuse, and how the exam ranks independence against every practical consideration. Here is the situation. The Chief Information Officer asks you to sit on the design workshops for the new Access recertification process. You know more about Access recertification than anyone else in that room. You would genuinely improve the outcome. And the Access Management Audit is scheduled for the same year. Saying yes is the most useful thing you could do, and it is the answer the exam marks wrong. Not because helping is bad, but because of what it costs you later. The exam distinguishes carefully between two things, and questions often turn on which one is at stake. Independence is organizational and structural. It concerns the audit function position, who it reports to, who sets its budget and scope, and whether the management it audits can influence its findings. Objectivity is individual and mental. It concerns whether a particular auditor can form an unbiased judgment on a particular engagement. Which means both can fail separately. An audit function. Now the threats worth recognizing. Self-review, where you would be auditing your own work, whether that work was designing a control, implementing a system, or operating the process in a previous role. Advocacy, where you have promoted a position, a product, or a party, which compromises objectivity afterwards. And familiarity, where long association with the auditee produces sympathy and reduced professional skepticism. Rotation is the standard safeguard for that one. Then self-interest, where you hold a financial or personal stake in the outcome. And intimidation, meaning pressure, actual or perceived, from management with the standing to affect you. 5 threats, and the exam expects you to name which one a scenario describes. Self-review is the one domain one tests hardest, and there is a trap inside it. Candidates assume that expertise cures the conflict, that being the best qualified person to design the control makes it safer for them to do it. It is the opposite. Being the best qualified person is exactly what creates the self-review threat when you later audit it. The exam also expects safeguards to be proportionate, and it ranks them. Strongest first, do not take the work at all, or remove the conflicted individual from that part of it. Then reassign to an auditor without the involvement. Then independent review of the conflicted auditor work by someone unconflicted. And last, disclosure to those charged with governance. That ranking catches people out, because in professional life disclosure is often what actually happens. On the exam, disclosure is the last resort. It tells the reader that the work may be compromised without preventing the compromise. If one option offers reassignment and another offers disclosure, reassignment wins every time. Finally, independence does not mean silence. You can state the control requirements a solution should satisfy. You can comment on risks in a proposed design. You can say whether a control as described would address a known risk. What you cannot do is select, design, implement, operate or approve the control, or accept the risk. That line, between advising on requirements and making the management decision, is where most scenario questions are set. So carry this away. In a smaller organization you may genuinely be the only person who knows how to design the control. The exam does not model that world. If an option has the auditor performing a management function, it is wrong, however sensible it would be on a Monday morning.